and Growl. I'm Gail Tosh, your host, as we examine issues from the local to the global perspective so that you can make better choices. Guess what today, folks? We have, for the very first time, a musical guest on the show. I would like to welcome folk singer Colleen Kattau.
Hi. It's really good to be here.
Yeah, thanks for being here. You know, recently I saw you in concert, and I was really impressed by the sound, and I was like, is that folk music? I really like it, right? So what made you get involved in playing the guitar? Like, what sparked the interest?
I'm a singer. I was born a singer. Singing in my family. We had opportunities to sing, but it was just a natural thing. Really? So from the get-go, I thought it was just natural when someone spoke to you when I was like 6 to just answer back with a song that I knew. That's what I would do, so I was always loving music, really just wanting to sing, and so I was like, well, I better learn guitar, But so for many years, it was just kind of a prop so I could sing.
Yeah.
And so, but in college, I guess I really kind of started knuckling down and learning.
What was the first song you really enjoyed playing?
Oh, a lot of Joni Mitchell stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like I remember Chelsea Morning, which I probably can't play. But I could do, but Joni, she was a major in because all the female singers actually, I loved music, but I really loved vocalists, from Barbra Streisand to Joan Baez. And
a lot of people love these women.
So many. And, then I discovered later Sandy Denny or, and Amy Winehouse. Not a lot of, I wasn't, pop music kind of didn't resonate with me as much. Yeah. So a lot of the especially Joni Mitchell above all, I would say she's the greatest influence because she spoke kind of universally, to people's experience, used through her own experience, which I found, I think is just an incredible gift.
Yeah. When people who are famous can share themselves through their gift to others, it's really powerful. I think. Yeah, really powerful. So I wouldn't just call what you sing folk music because I think there's a lot of social justice going on in there. So I'm not sure how I would classify it. But so you write your own music. Can you tell me about one of your favorite songs that you've written? Yeah. Maybe play just a line or two of it?
Yeah, sure. Well, that is true. Just to your point about Colleen Kattau,
I love
Colleen Kattau. She was a big influence. I do a little tour with her as her backup singer. That was really great.
Oh, great.
Yeah, got some shows of my own out of that. That was very sweet.
Nice.
And, we've known each other for many, many years now. But she called it, cultural work, right? Doing the cultural work. And I was definitely drawn to folk singers that were kind of had a sense of consciousness about their music and not, singing love songs, necessarily, but, really kind of just like Holly, very, in Spanish, there's a word, it's like comprometida, which kind of means committed, but it has this other, because U.S., there's not a good word, because committed could be like, or whatever, many connotations, but, allied with or really caring about, conscious about the problems of the world, the social inequalities, the environmental destruction. I was always in that vein, I just loved it. So yeah, and then I learned a lot of other people's songs, and then I started writing songs, and so I do write, but there's so many good songs out there. I've been really.
There's room for more.
I know there's room for more. Yeah. So you want me to do a couple of snippets? Let's see.
Let's do a snippet of one of your favorite songs.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite one, but I guess I could do a little bit of, because you came to my house and you see these plants all around.
Beautiful at her house, by the way.
It's really crazy because it's March and it's freezing and plants that should be outside.
It's May and it's freezing. It feels like March. That's why she said that.
It feels like March. It's May. Oh, I said it's March?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it feels like March. It's May 2025. The plants are, so it's, everything's kind of waiting. We have a short growing season here in central New York anyway. But I guess I'll sing a little bit of this song. It's called In the Garden. And it was inspired by my stepdaughter and our, the beauty from around here. So. You will find me in the garden with all nature that surrounds. You will find me with my shoes on and my feet on solid ground. And there's another verse, I'll go to the bridge, right? We could go up to the meadow, soak ourselves in calming green. We can go down to where mountain waters flow, cool our bodies in the stream. Then I go to forest, Oh. You will find me in the forest. Yeah. Amen, sister.
That's right. Well, look, we walked out of your concert, and my wife was like, "We need to learn to play the guitar," so we have it in the closet. So that's really cool, and that is really cool. So, but I love that you were singing about the garden, and I love those lyrics. And she lives in just an absolutely wonderfully all garden out space.
It's wild.
So yeah,
it is wild.
It's wild here.
It is very wild.
So,
yeah.
So what are some of the highlights of, like, I know that you've been asked to perform at some of the demonstrations and protests that are going on. What's that been like?
It's been really amazing. The energy and people just mobilizing. I mean, I've been part of many social movements. There was a movement called Close Down School of the Americas. It is a training school. It's under a different name now in Fort Benning, Georgia, but it was a training school for Latin American officers that was so tied to human rights violations. And I think that's another reason why I was really drawn to that music, the social justice movement, because so many people in the U.S. do not know what this country's government does in other countries. They have no idea. And if it's kind of what's happening now in the U.S. The U.S. has done all over the world. No matter what administration,
everywhere else.
Oh God, military, and this is so the chickens are kind of coming home to roost. But so lately though, it's just been really, really great, like really incredible to see people's enthusiasm and a lot of diverse people coming together. Even this small town, Portland, there were over 400 people the first in April. There were, they keep wanting to have demonstrations. They had 2 more, and then there's going to be another one for the No Kings, of course.
It just keeps
going.
So
I sang, and actually it was great because I was a little bit feeling, it's a little bit isolated, a little bit like, it's not so great. And then they asked me to sing at the April 19th rally. And that morning I just got up and like whipped out some, chants and things. And I've kind of, molded them, sculpted them. So it's been, and they were, people love that. They love the singing part, and that's how social movements have always been. The best social movements are on the left. No, and they have, and they have the best music.
Yes, we do have
from the
IWW,
music. The Wobblies to the civil rights movement to the women's movement and the labor. I said labor, the environmental movement. Anti-fracking here in New York, and so we've always had music. I put together a couple of compilation CDs actually for social movement
we'll make
stuff.
Sure
for those movements. Yeah.
Well, that's
so some of the like I came up with one. I don't have it memorized, but the chorus was like, shame, shame, not name. Shame, shame, not name. War on women folk. War on women folk. Right. War on being woke.
War on being woke.
Shame, shame, not name. Shame, shame, not name. Gaza genocide.
Gaza genocide.
Censoring gay pride.
Censoring gay pride.
Shame, shame, not my name. Shame, shame, not my name.
Oh, I love it.
Stephen Miller, watch out, he'll kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. It's very fun to get.
Yeah.
And feel free to anybody to use that. Make it your own.
All right. So there's people out there who are listening to you, and they're like, I dig what she sings about, right? What do you want them to do, like in their daily life, to say that they got your message, that we need to do something different?
Well, I think that one of the things that I learned about the social justice movement, and I hear this a lot in like the leftist, circles too, are people know already. They know how bad things are, can be, right? And so I don't try to just do like a in-your-face kind of messaging, piece with, I mean, it's also poetry, it's also melody, and I don't, I think music should, be, create community, and people will find that community however they can,
Yeah.
And so I think I'm just trying to sing from the heart.